Simon Sproule, Head of Global Marketing for the Nissan Motor Company. You've come out to Australia for the Formula One Grand Prix and to visit Kelly Racing for the first time, the team which is going to be the Nissan Motorsport factory team. What role did you play in bringing Nissan Motorsport to Kelly Racing?
Well, we started with the investigation, the evaluation into V8s within the last 6 months, and I would say, full credit to the team here in Australia. They were the ones that led the initial study and the negotiations. I mean, I've had some connections, going back a year or two with people connected with V8s who've been talking to us and saying, we're going to change the series and we'd like to get new manufacturers involved. So it wasn't a complete surprise when Nissan Australia came to us and said, look, we think this has really got some value for the Nissan brand. And then really from there it was a matter of, well, does it make marketing sense? Is it good fit for the brand? And does the new V8 series, what does it offer us as a brand getting into it? And I think it added up together, and then Kelly Racing is a very respected race team in Australia, and I think the whole package came together very well.
Kelly Racing's Braeside, Victoria shop here is going to be the hub of Nissan Motorsport. You've just gone for a tour of the facility. What's your impressions?
Well, my impressions are very favourable. I mean, this team is serious about the racing business. They've got a proven track record. They've worked with large manufacturers for a long time, so they understand the investments that they need to make in order to be competitive. I think what's impressive is the attention to detail, the fact that they're investing. They break the mould in terms of they do a lot of work in-house, so that means they've got a lot of expertise. They've got a lot, their core competency is race engineering, and if now it's quiet today, you don't see any cars behind me because they're out doing what they're supposed to do, which is racing. But the facilities that they're building, the extension to the shop here, which will be where the Nissan program is run from, is very impressive, and they're making a commitment to the sport in the same way that we are.
International expansion is high on V8 Supercars' agenda. Did that make it more attractive for Nissan?
Well, the international expansion, I think, is a cherry on the cake. I mean, we made the program from a marketing perspective. It needed to work in Australia first. The expansion overseas is really attractive, and obviously we've got the race in Austin coming, Abu Dhabi also on the calendar, and we've been talking to the organisers about their plans for races in the Asia Pacific region. Look, it's great. I think that this type of racing translates very well. It's exciting, it's engaging, and I think for a lot of markets, I think this will make a lot of sense. And the product that we're going to be bringing to the V8s is a product that's going to be global in its nature, so we've got that additional benefit as well.
Nissan has a major presence in World Motorsport, LMP2, Super GT, and now Le Mans with the Delta Wing program. Is there scope for some international drivers to come and drive a Nissan V8 Supercar, or even for Todd and Rick to do some international stuff?
Well, look, one of the great things about race drivers is they love to race, and they've got a fascination not just for the machines that they're racing, or they're contracted to racing, but they've obviously got an interest across all types of motorsport. So with Nissan's race programs, we're in LMP2 as an engine supplier, 11 out of 18 teams at Le Mans, Super GT in Japan, V8's coming next year in Australia, the Delta Wing project, the Garage 56 project at Le Mans this year. We've got a lot of different race programs going on around the world. We're also lucky to have a lot of great people involved racing with us, whether it's Michael Krum in Car 23 and Super GT, or even this year at Le Mans, Martin Brundle and his son Alex, who are going to be racing with the Greaves team in LMP2. So I think we've got a family of race drivers that have worked with Nissan or work with Nissan, and if the conditions are right, and if we can get to them to try each other's cars, why not?
And is Kelly Racing expected to win from day one under the Nissan Motorsport banner?
Look, we're going into this race series to be successful and to be competitive. I think what's important in motorsport, and I think what manufacturers have to realise when they come in, is that the team needs to put on a good show. you know, if you look at motorsport as a medium to long term commitment, because that's how you're going to get the benefit back for the investment, I don't think anybody expects that they're going to win every race every season. But what you want from your race team is to be competitive and to put on a good show, and that's what we expect from Kelly.